My final capstone project focuses on the skills gap present amongst recent college graduates and offers an internship program as a solution to this problem within the field of higher education. The skills gap is most evident once college graduates enter the workforce. Students graduate with the confidence that they have the necessary skills employers are looking for, yet employers report that they are disappointed with the skills they see displayed. For example, a survey completed at a four-year university in the Northeast found that 59% of college graduates feel prepared to apply knowledge and skills to real-world settings, while only 23% of employers feel that graduates are prepared in this area. The lack of synergy is a direct result of higher educational professionals not understanding the true needs of today's organizations. Getting students more involved in authentic learning experiences that relate to their degree or major will allow students to take theory into practice and will shed light on organizational needs so that curricula can better align with real world expectations. Increasing authentic learning experiences across colleges and universities is a solution to the research question of what can be done to close the skills gap between graduates' skills and employers' expectations. Three ways in which college graduates and universities can increase these learning opportunities for students include adjusting curriculum and teaching practices to better reflect outside organizational needs and job market expectations. Establish partnerships with local businesses looking to hire entry-level positions, and build better internship programs. Rethinking current teaching practices and finding creative ways to extend learning outside of the textbooks will challenge students to think critically and increase their skill sets. University and company partnerships and creating internship programs help with student growth and experience, more qualified job candidates, and marketability for colleges and universities. When addressing the issue of college graduates being underprepared for job market expectations, the first area of focus should be on higher education. Higher education institutes are often the first exposure that students have to their respective fields. Students attend college so that they can learn the skills necessary to succeed professionally, and if those skills are lacking post graduation, we must reflect on improving teaching practices first. Colleges have a heavy focus on grades and GPA for graduates, while employers have a higher focus on soft skills. Employers are looking for graduates that can think critically, problem solve, and negotiate, yet current teaching practices and curricula do not allow students to practice these skills. This misalignment is a direct result of the skills gap, and by reworking teaching practices to include practice-based learning, the skills gap would be reduced. University technological barriers are another aspect of higher education that can be revisited to better prepare students. For example, business-specific software could be covered on college campuses so that students will have exposure to relevant technologies. This keeps teaching practices up to date and results in better prepared applications post-graduation. Additionally, rethinking curricula to allow student choices within their learning will result in better prepared graduates. Addressing the specific needs of students will result in greater motivation to learn and mutual respect between professor and student. This helps students find their strengths and interests and allows professors to teach according to those needs. Establishing university and company partnerships not only increases authentic learning experiences for students, but it is also a way to benefit the community as a whole. For students, these partnerships increase life experiences, which is how learning occurs most authentically. Such partnerships also help local employers recruit, as they will have direct access to qualified applicants through the university. However, partnerships must first be established so that schools and businesses can get on the same page about what they're looking for in candidates. This allows universities to prepare their students according to company needs and helps businesses hire qualified applicants post-graduation. Lastly, establishing these partnerships benefits universities in general, as they're able to increase their job placement ratings, thus better marketing their school to incoming students. Building better internships work to decrease the skills gap, as they allow students to gain an inside look at what is expected within their chosen field, as well as provides them with an opportunity to make professional networks and connections with established professionals. Today, 94% of colleges provide internships, but only 6% of them require students to actually complete one. Making internships that are required will force students out of their comfort zone and result in greater connections with degreed professionals that can set them up for future success within the field. Increasing internship opportunities and requirements also helps decrease the skills gap, and that it provides students with the relevant work experiences that employers are looking for when hiring. These learning opportunities set students apart from other applicants in that they are more qualified and knowledgeable on the subject area, and this also helps employers find better qualified candidates to fill their open positions. The research design and methodology section of my paper covers the participants, which were both college students, mixed between male and female, in the average age group of 22 to 24 years old. There could be some in other ages, but primarily that would be the age since it's with senior college students. The faculty members were also split male and female. These would be the mentors that students would have throughout their internship, and each faculty member would have at least a master's degree or higher, and they would all be tenured professors at the school. The business owners and managers were also participants. These would be the internship supervisors that students would work with, and each internship supervisor would have at least a bachelor's degree or higher, and that would be split male and female as well. You can view my project management plan for the project to the right, but in order to access it in a full Word document, see it a little bit clearer, you can double click on the Word document icon below. Just make sure that you're in enable editing mode. It might not open the Word document otherwise. The procedure for the research design and methodology includes university professionals will start with preeminent employers in the community that are looking to fill entry level positions. They'll establish partnerships with them, and once those partnerships have been established, both university and business professionals will work together to put together an internship fair on campus for students. The internship fair will be broken up by degree so that internships available for business students will be in one area and internships for students studying something like social sciences would be in another. Students will be allowed to walk around and talk to different employers and learn more about their company in order to select an internship site that interests them the most. Once selected, they would determine which faculty member they wish to work with and have as their mentor throughout the process. Students will be required to submit a timeline or plan of what goals they have for their internship and how they plan to manage their time effectively. Each student will also complete weekly blog posts highlighting new concepts and topics learned on the internship site, as well as indicate how material covered in class is relevant to what they're learning on site. A mid-semester project will be assigned where students have to present a new skill or topic they learned in their internship that was not previously covered in class. Lastly, students will take part in a portfolio presentation at the end of their internship. This will showcase all of their work and any new skills and concepts they have learned throughout the experience. This gives students an opportunity to market themselves to others and showcase their skills, which is something they'll need to know how to do to gain employment after graduation if it ends up not being at their internship site. For the measures section, faculty members that are the mentors for the students will have rubrics that they'll use to measure student growth and application of knowledge over time, and this rubric can be viewed on the following slide. Additionally, the internship supervisors will have a checklist provided to them that helps understand the learning objectives that are being covered in class and measure whether or not new growth, knowledge, and understanding is being displayed by their intern. You can view this checklist on the following slide as well, and it's used to help track the application of theory to practice among students. As you can see on the left, the faculty rubric that they'll be grading students on, and on your right-hand side will be the checklist for internship supervisors. If you wish to view the complete faculty rubric, I know it's a little hard to see on the previous slide, just double-click on the Word document you see first. Again, make sure you're in enable editing mode for that to fully open. And then the same is true for the internship supervisor checklist. Just double click on the Word document on the very bottom of this slide and it will open that up as well. For my deliverable, I did create a PowerPoint presentation that's outlining the internship program development plan. So it highlights step by step how other universities should begin to develop the corporate partnerships, what they'll need to do to set up that internship fair that I described, and it also outlines all assignments that students would complete, and it does include the evaluations for both faculty as well as the internship supervisors. That's all found in my deliverable. For the assessment and evaluation section of my project, I did create a self assessment. This was developed by me, used to evaluate my own work. Again, you could see it on the right hand side of this slide, but I know that it's a little hard to read and it doesn't include the full rubric. So if you double click on the Word document below, again, please be in enable editing mode. That should open right up for you as well. And then the panel of expert questionnaire that I developed, this was used for my panel to really review my deliverable, make sure that it made sense, offer feedback for me. I've included that on the slide as well, and again on an attached Word document if you'd like to see it in full view. Reflecting back on this class, both the capstone class and the MED program in general have really prepared me for future professional endeavors in the field of education. The first course that stood out to me in proving I've met the required outcomes for this degree would be EDU 505. In this class, we covered demographic and technological trends in education today and how they might change in the future to better serve students. This class had a heavy focus on different futuring techniques and how we can plan ahead for the future of education to meet the ever-changing needs of our students. EDU 505 helped me in the creation of my capstone idea as well. Internships are obviously not new, but my approach to establishing a university-wide internship and corporate partnership program is innovative and creative and also addresses future needs in education in terms of reducing the skills gap and lowering employment issues for college graduates. EDU 605 also helped me demonstrate the objectives outlined for this program and in completing my capstone project. In this class, there was a heavy focus on differentiated instruction and learning styles, and my capstone project allows for student choice by allowing them to select their own internship and by giving each student their own mentor. There is time to address unique learning styles. Having this understanding of different student needs and how to alter curriculum to address them has prepared me both for my current educational context as well as future endeavors within the field. In terms of my specific concentration, which was teaching and learning, EDU 603 stands out to me the most in terms of a class I learned a lot from. This class had a heavy focus on curriculum and assessment. We were to create our own unit plan and evaluation tools. Prior to this class, I had very little experience in this area as I do not currently have teaching experience. But a big component of the capstone project was assessment and evaluation and creating our own assessments. So without EDU 603, I don't feel I would have been as prepared for the demands of this class. My ability to build formative and summative assessments shows that I have grasped a major outcome designed for the teaching and learning concentration. Overall, I'm most proud of my capstone project and the experiences and connections I've made throughout this program. Thank you all for taking the time to review my work. I look forward to viewing your finished products as well, and I've really enjoyed my learning journey to the Master of Education with all of you.